And we are back at the cinema thanks to Cinemark and their private watch parties up to 20 people.
Yeah, people are coming back to the theater and they're coming back in droves, but Cinemark still has their safety precautions in place. But you can get your own private screening, $99 for Kombat Classics and $149 for new releases.
And yes, the precautions are still very much in place, but if you want that little extra sense of protection, the private watch parties are the best ways to go.
Yes. And you can get all that information for the private watch parties and the safety protocols in the link in the comments below.
But let's get into Mortal Kombat now. Mortal Kombat!
You fucking beauty.
So just came out of Mortal Kombat. It was a hell of a slugfest. Kind of the first step in a longer story, but let's hear what everybody else thought.
So it wasn't the best movie, but I really liked it. I thought it was super violent. It was hype as hell, which is pretty much all I was looking for. And I didn't think Kano would be my favorite part going in, but here we are.
Hey man, it's Mortal Kombat. Bloody, badass, fun action. The setup for something more, but I'm excited and I want to hang out in this world.
Going into this, I got exactly what you would think you would pay for when you go see a Mortal Kombat movie. The vulgarity, all of the gore that you could possibly want, and then you slap some Kano on there with some hella good references to the Mortal Kombat universe. You got what you paid for.
Fun, exciting movie, but the question is it really a Mortal Kombat? That's all.
Listen, I'm not expecting high cinema. I'm expecting high kicks, and I got those. And a lot of blood and guts. And you know what? They finally addressed the fact that it's a C and not a K. And I'm happy about that.
Mortal Kombat, it has everything that you would want in a Mortal Kombat film in terms of the fight scenes and the blood and the gore and the violence. I mean, it definitely is what comes to mind when you think of Mortal Kombat. However, this does kind of feel like a very first step in a much longer tale.
For me personally, I thought it was okay, but I understand where they want the story to go and that there is story building that they need to do, and I'm going to trust the process of what these storytellers want to tell the story in the Mortal Kombat world.
I do feel like a lot of these companies are starting to realize that if they elaborate, take their time and breathe, they're going to be able to tell a more fulfilling story. But at the same time, you gotta kind of win over the general audience, and this one didn't have a whole lot of Mortal Kombat in the traditional tournament sense, but at the same time it very much did a slight introduction to characters that we have yet to really kind of elaborate on in the Mortal Kombat lore in the cinematic universe. So I feel like they did that here, but at the same time we still need a lot of those legacy characters, which I felt like didn't get as much love besides Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Even then, I could use a lot more of them in future films if they end up happening.
Right. I think that, you know, you do get some cool fight scenes, and there are some like nods to the game, especially when it comes to fatalities, which I absolutely loved. But in the overall story, I feel like, yes, they do need to build the story a little bit more, and hopefully we can get that second one and go head first.
Makes me want to go home and play Mortal Kombat though, that's for sure.
Yes, and go watch the first 1995 movie, because that one's my favorite.
Which we do have a better late than never retro reaction to that on our channel if you want to see it.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for joining us for our non-spoiler review of Mortal Kombat. What did you guys think of it if you saw it on HBO Max or if you saw it at Cinemark? Let us know down in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, start us.
All the social networking joints, you know where they are. Kicking the party, feel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon. Thank you again so much, Cinemark, for bringing us to these private watch parties. We appreciate you keeping the party going. But thank you guys so much, and as always,
now it's time to say goodbye.
This party is over.
Bye.
Bye.
Get over here.